Bluegrass in the woods. If you don't get back to Autism Acres. No, that's on some real shit. That's what a lot of y'all out there need to do. On that AC PVC line on the side of your house, you need to take a hose to it. Yeah, and vacuum vacuum that bullshit out. That's what I just did. I try to do that at least every year. I don't even know what it's called doing it. What's it called when you do that? I don't even know the proper name for it. I just do it. I just in my Milwaukee shop vac, the wet dry vac I got fits perfectly on the end of that. On the end of that AC line coming out the house. So I could just stick that right on there. I can just stick that right on the end of that AC line coming out the house and vacuum that water out. Are you talking social contract Leviathan? Not right now. I'm talking about like home maintenance. I'm talking about that AC line on the side of your house and sticking a vacuum up in there and vacuuming that bullshit out. Get that water out of there. Cleaning the coils. I'm talking about maintaining your HVAC. Your HVAC system. Because a lot of y'all about to start cranking up that AC. That's what I'm talking about. Clean the coils. Bluegrass in the woods know what I'm talking about. I need to fix a faulty light in the bathroom. Somebody's gutters have been full of leaves for a few seasons. Man, shit, I need to get up there and clean the gutters now. Well, I don't need to, but I mean, my shit looks straight. Need to get up there. I definitely want to rent that property over there. Like I'm sucking the moldy water out your A coil drain line. That's exactly what I just did. Out the AC drain line. And that Milwaukee wet dry vac fits perfectly on the end of my pipe. Like I ain't have to buy no other attachments or anything, because I think Lowe's and Home Depot, they sell a kit that can attach to your whatever size fitting you got or whatever size line you got. So I just did that a couple times and sucked all that dirty ass water out there. I had to replace the AC compressor on my truck last year, first time for everything. Oh, shout out to you. It can be a real pain in the ass on certain vehicles. I'm talking about HVAC system on people's houses though. Somebody said, I can't believe full-grown adults are posting about 420. Oh, 420. Smoking weed, the weed holiday. Yeah. Like people, it's not enough for some people to smoke weed. They got to make a thing of it, you know. It gotta be a point of pride in people's lives. It's like, yeah, I smoke weed. Give us a holiday. You know, it's all the same bullshit. Somebody said Hitler birthday. Nice advice. Thank you. Thank you. Because at least I'm reminding a couple people that their house has an AC drain line on it, and they need to stick a wet dry vac on the end of that line and suck out that dirty ass water. I didn't even realize it was 420 neither. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. Like I don't even really keep up with holidays like that. But yeah, I definitely want to rent that property out right there. That'll be beautiful if I can get over there. I'm just thinking about I'm already thinking about where to set up what section of wood y'all gonna be on, How many garden beds? Somebody said it's common sense to VSC that line, but I never thought of that. A lot of homeowners don't. A lot of them don't. Hell yeah. But yeah, I don't even do like 420 and all that shit. Like, and even when I did smoke weed, like we never did 420. Somebody said cleaning that dryer vent helps too. Damn right. You gotta keep that shit cleaned out. And what some people do when they get a dryer is they'll scoot the dryer all the way back to the wall in their laundry room, and that'll kink the that vent. And then next thing you know, that shit getting blocked, and then you go to push start your dryer, and that shit don't tumble, don't do shit. And then you gotta replace that heating element. You gotta crack open that dryer and replace that heating element or something else. You done blew a fuse or something. You need to resolder some shit. Somebody said BG planting a proper plantation. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. Shit, you won't be surprised how many people forget basic maintenance like that. Like they get equipment and don't really understand how to maintain it. And then like a lot of repairs later down the line are a result of them poorly maintaining that equipment. I mean, which is easy money for the handyman and the people who are skilled at that specific area, like appliances and HVAC. But yeah, a lot of it's basic. Like it starts off as just, oh, it just needs simple maintenance, and then that you forego that simple maintenance, and then it becomes, oh, it just needs a simple fix, and then you forego that simple fix, and then it becomes, it just needs this little inexpensive part now. Now that this little inexpensive part you can go on like eBay and get for like 20 bucks. And then you forego that, and then now it becomes, oh, your fucking wash machines needs like a water pump, and the belt broke on your dryer. And that little pulley shit came off. Like that shit just came off and was like, nigga, I'm not spinning shit. I'm not tumbling no clothes today, nigga. You didn't even get that shit that I needed 3 months ago. And then you close your dryer door and you hit the button and that shit don't come on, and you're like, what the fuck going on? And then shit gets real because you start thinking about how you don't want to go to the laundromat. You be like, yo, I'm being the laundromat, nigga. This shit gonna be crazy. You be like, yo, I'm being the laundromat. That shit get expensive over time. Like that shit about to get expensive time after time. You get on some Cyndi Lauper shit. Time after time. With these nickels, these quarters, the Sacagawea dollar at the laundromat. Now you got a pocket full of case quarters. Ain't never had a pocket full of case quarters in your life. Now you at the laundromat, jangalang. Looking for the machine that ain't broke. Somebody said, hey BG, my dryer isn't close to the wall but doesn't get hot. New heating element. Oh shit. See, here we go. Here we fucking go. Here we go. I'm pretty sure there's some super Crip blood dryer repair people in here right now that'll be happy to assist you with any concerns. So I'm gonna make sure I keep the live open until you get a satisfactory answer. Because there's people that know more about this shit than I do. I'm like extremely basic when it comes to that. Run at least one cycle a year in your dryer of BG's oak chunks. Man, no bullshit. Don't fuck up your tumbler like that. Tumbling my where my oak chunks at? Here go my oak chunks right here. I bought a little basket for him, a little baby basket for him. I bought a baby basket for him, and I keep them out here so they can get rained on and then dried out, and then rained on, and then dried out. Look at that. Look at it. It's fraying, splitting, looking real good. And I got the cherry up there on the porch, drying out. So I got that cherry, man. As soon as I open the front door, it smell like cereal. Like that, man. That cherry smell great. My washer been sounding like a drum for like 15 years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I learned about vehicles too. Like sometimes you just gotta leave one thing wrong with it. The minute you try to track down all your problems and be super crip blood about fixing everything, that's when more shit break. Like no bullshit. Shout out to Tamara. Y'all know I love my Chevy Silverado. But Tamara, the transmission cooler line, developed like a pin-sized leak in it. Like it was real delicate. Like the leak was real considerate. You know what I mean? Like, so I parked the truck. I get home, I park the truck. I'm doing some random shit in the backyard. I go out to the front yard. I go look at the other car. I'm looking at the Beamer, and I notice the license plate in the front is just red, covered in like red juice. So I automatically know transmission cooler line. Like there's nothing else it could be, especially when it's leaking from the front end of the vehicle, like the bumper area. Yeah, that's a transmission cooler. And then I got my truck has the auxiliary cooler line. I'm glad it wasn't the one that goes to the transmission, because that would have been a little bit harder to replace. But it was the one that goes from the cooler line that's in front of the AC condenser, like just behind the grill, and it wraps under the chassis, right under the front, under the radiator support brackets, and it goes right on up to the upper end of the radiator. So it goes from the transmission cooler to the radiator. Like, so yeah, it's the auxiliary cooling line, and that shit was nothing but like 20 bucks. Got here in 2 days. Like, we good, and I'm back on the road. But it just be like little things like that I had some people freaking out. And then if you try to like do a little cheap fix, or you like wrap it, or I don't know what some people would just cut it and then flare a new line and all that other bullshit. Like, I just went on ahead and replaced it. And I noticed that same problem I had with the brake line. If y'all remember, when I replaced one brake line, the movement from me replacing that one brake line caused the other brake line to break. And that led to me just redoing all the brakes in my truck. I did all the brake lines, got a new brake booster, a new master. I say fucking, I got a new master cylinder, because my truck came from Michigan. Not Michigan, New England or some shit, like Boston or Massachusetts, somewhere up north in the Rust Belt. So I went ahead and redid all of that. I didn't wait, and I tow a lot. So I'm not gonna wait until I have more issues and I see the other lines are brittle. So I did all the brake lines. And if anybody has done brake lines on a truck or any vehicle, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Like, that shit it's not something to write home about. Like, it's not something to write home about. Somebody said, what kind of brake line did you? I use the OEM brake lines, but I ordered the kit. No, not yet. I ordered the kit from I had it sent to what did I get it? Did I get it from Napa? I think, no, AutoZone. I think like I got it from AutoZone. Like, I got all the lines, all the hard lines. Not the hoses, the hard lines. From I believe Advanced Auto for like $180. It costs like $180. So that's what I went with, and everything was fit. Some of them I had to, like, you know, I got the tool to bend the brake line so I can actually fit it in there and get it where it's supposed to go. But, you know, fuck it, leave it to Beaver. Ain't nothing but something to do. But yeah, so I got the transmission cooler line back in there. Got a new transmission cooler line. I'm extremely happy about that. so I don't have to worry about that. I was gonna go ahead and get a new tranny cooler, but I thought, I was like, nah, fuck it. I take good care of my transmission. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about going ahead and replacing the transmission oil, or doing not a flush, but just a drain, and then replace the transmission fluid filter, and then maybe get one of those aftermarket pans that have the drain plug in them. But I was like, nah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna keep on trucking. I'm gonna deal with shit as it comes. But that's one thing. It's like, that's one thing you gotta know about a vehicle. Any people out here that need vehicles and they're aggressively looking for the perfect vehicle, and they're like, don't get that, that's gonna break down, or don't get this, that's gonna break down. It's like, all of them gonna break down. To some extent, some worse than others, but all of them gonna put you through the paces. Like they gonna make you pull all your hair out sooner. All of them, everything, even Toyotas, even Toyota Corollas. You get to sitting there, babysitting a little 4-cylinder engine. You're like, it's not gonna give me no problems. Next thing you know, you strip a fastener, and that leads to now you got. Then some people got to redo. You get a reliable vehicle, but now what you didn't know was you got to replace the timing belt on it every fucking 60,000 miles, and the previous owner didn't replace the timing belt, so now you stuck with that, and you have no idea where to begin. You don't even know where the timing cover is on you. You don't even know what timing has to do with anything on a vehicle. You're like, timing? And people are like, yeah, the timing needs to be retarded. And you're like, retarded as in autism acres? And they're like, they start talking about sprockets and cam gears, and you kind of just zone out and start counting Bitcoin. Warm weather almost here. I have my laundry out anyway. Lovely, fresh, dry sheets. Don't ever mess with a working shift and auto trains. I did on all my vehicles except for my truck. Like, that's the first thing I did when I got my Jeep Grand Cherokee. When I got the 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee, one of the first things I did was do a drain and filter change. I have a video on that. And I replaced the shift solenoids. Like, I have a video on that. And that tightened that transmission right on up. I'm talking about, I felt where it was just smoother shifts. It used to just bang with every gear. It was smoother shifts. Like, that shit was beautiful. And it had, how many miles it had on it? I think it had like 250,000 miles on it when I got it. And it's still here. Like, I still have it. Beautiful. Barricade, the 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee Barricade. When I got that, I replaced the transmission. I drained all the transmission fluid out, got an aftermarket pan that had a drain plug in it. Did the filter thing, same thing, solenoids. Made sure everything was torqued back to spec. But yeah, I've never had an issue in any of my vehicles, like just changing out doing a fluid drain and filter change. Like, it's just like oil, you're supposed to do it. Like, a lot of vehicles now, they have a tamper-proof transmission. That's why you can't check the transmission fluid level, and that's why your transmission doesn't have a dipstick. And all of it, it's like, but they tell you it lasts the lifetime of the vehicle, but in their heads, lifetime is like 70,000 miles. You be like, yo, what's up? Where the transmission fluid dipstick at? So I can check that, smell it, see if it's burnt. Check the color of the fluid. They like, oh, nah, you don't need this. Nah, it's lifetime transmission. Like, you good. And you think lifetime is eternal. You be like, oh, I'm good, nigga, I'm good. Then one day you on the highway and you just coasting neutral to the side of the road. Like, what the fuck? Fuck going on? Your shit starts slipping going uphill. No, I've never been scared to do a fluid change on any of my vehicles. And if that do, I hear a lot of myths and legends that say you can fuck up your transmission. Like if nothing wrong with it, and you just do a filter change and drain the fluid, that you could fuck it up and it'll never act right again. But I've never personally experienced that. I've heard the horror stories on like little groups and like little forums online, but not me personally. In any of my vehicles, the 2000 Chevy I had, the BMWs, nothing. Like I changed everything, gear oil, transfer case oil, all of that's getting changed, all of it. But I have videos on all of that, like changing the fluid in your rear differential, rear axle, transfer case fluid change. Am I really trying to start? Somebody said, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Barricade. Oh yeah, Barricade was a solid one. Like I'm sure if Barricade wasn't taken out by that Honda Pilot, it would have went like that looked like Baloo and them from Tailspin. But yeah, I'm sure Barricade would have made it clear into the 300,000s, just like Piper. Man, you can't beat them 5.2 motors, them 5.2 V8s. Somebody said, am I seeing things right? Have your trees blossomed already? Yeah, there's nothing but greenery here. Everything has blossomed. Everything. I got some azaleas just chilling in the background right there. Just randomly in the background. Like, hi guys. Like the whole fam in here. Like, we good. We good. Somebody said the 5.3 V8 good too. Yeah, I got my truck has a 4.8. Has a 4.8 V8. Somebody said here in downtown Raleigh, our trees grew so fast. I feel this year from bare to full. Oh darn said happy 420. Oh darn, I already gave you a door. I'm not giving you 420. Where y'all smoke, Hey, y'all don't. Happy 420. And then people will be online talk about happy 420, and then they be sitting up there, they man's like, yo, I got 5 on it. You like, shit, nigga, you better go get your old shit. This shit expensive. Nigga, I afforded this by not putting gas in my vehicle. Nigga, you tripping. You better go find your own weed. Happy 420 though. Hell yeah, that was ballooning them from Tailspin flying over my head. Y'all heard them. Man, old darn got a door. I'm not giving him 420. Nicholas Canada, get out. I gave the first 420 people in here a free pass. I really did. Old darn was the last one to come in here talking about 420. Anybody else coming in talking about 420, you go right the fuck back out. Somebody said you should smoke today. I should go ahead and do something with them cherry wood chunks. It really is a stage. Kevin Bacon was the real Shakespeare. I might as well smoke today and do something with those cherry wood chunks. Leviathan, where you at? Hey, you a good boy. Oh, Oosha baby, Oosha boo. Come here, Leviathan. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Who's your good boy? Who's a good little boy? Oh, you good little boy. Here's your good boy. I'm a big boy after all. I'm a big boy after all. Hi, everybody. My name is Leviathan. And I see you. I see you. I see you. My name is Leviathan. I don't even know what kind of snake I am. I don't even know what kind of snake I am, but I'll bite the fuck out of somebody. I'm a big boy after all. I'm a big boy after all. I'm a big boy after all. I just gotta keep the Blue Jays from eating me. If I can keep the Blue Jays from eating me, and then oh, there I go. I'm on my own. All right, Leviathan. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you a mate. I got you. It's all good. Don't worry. So, I nicknamed it Leviathan. And no, his name is Leviathan now. Because he's fierce and brave. Or maybe I should name him. No, he's right here. Yeah, you good? Yeah, I nicknamed him Leviathan. I gotta find him like a little mate or something. Jenny B said, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, Jeanette B? What's up with you? I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting here chilling. I'm sitting here chilling. Man, you said I haven't seen what you family? What you some kin of the Diggs or something? I haven't seen you in a minute. What you a Diggs? The same people at the top, the same thing to all of us. So now I've been watching you for like 2 years. Oh, shout out to you. Somebody, shout out to you. I said, but yeah, I had my other snake I had got eaten by like some blue jays. Like they just ganged up on them and like flew off with them. But yeah, that's all. I ain't up to nothing much, man. I ain't up to nothing much. What else I got going on? Trying to rent the property next to me so I can have more space for more equipment. Got the Gator, got all that fixed, new battery, more wood down here. Jobs with the log splitter coming up. I got more cherry wood. And matter of fact, T Powell, you in here? Teresa Powell, you in here? I shipped out your wood chunks yesterday. Like I got the tracking info. I think I lost the tracking. I'm gonna have to look in my truck. It's in there somewhere. But I shipped it out yesterday. A little 10-pound box. That shit was like $14 to ship too. but it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. All oak. Because I sealed the box. I thought about stuffing some cherry in there, but I had already like sealed up the box. And I mechanic hand the box too. Like the box is like super dirty. Like that was me. Like my bad. Like I don't have like pretty boxes. I'm not gonna wipe it off. Like you're gonna get like grease. I was doing something greasy that day, so there's like mechanic hands on there. It's like, you know. What else? What else? What else? Man, that's about it. Somebody said UPS flat rate boxes. UPS flat rate boxes are best price plus free boxes. Somebody said, tell me why the video under this is, will changing transmission fluid damage your transmission? It most certainly will not. But the video under this is that because I am an auto repair channel. Like that's what the algorithms recognize me as. Like even through all the political talk and all that bullshit, it's like I'm an auto repair channel. Like a lot of people start YouTube channels and it'd be like political discourse. Like they hit, like YouTube would have you check a box. Like when you first start a channel, it'd be like entertainment, gay, makeup, political commentary, political discourse, Republican, Democrat. Like it'll have all that on there. Yeah, I checked auto repair. Like I'm doing the auto repair thing. Oh, what's up, Jessica She? Yeah, I'm shit, the video under mine is an in-depth documentary on the majesty of the purebred gypsy vanner. Oh, fuck yeah. That's because we all want gypsy vanners. Like, that is no secret. I want a fleet. I want to learn how to do the shoes and everything. Like, I'll bang them bitches out. Like, me and my gypsy vanners, we gonna be thick as thieves. Like a horse farm, that'll be a great investment. Like, not just to launder money, but like a horse farm, like a great investment, because you never know when the collapse of, you know, vehicles will come. You might need a horse. That's a great investment. Like you just got a horse, or breed it, just breeding horses, or just a farm where people can come rent space and store their horses and keep their horses. Like we gonna get it cracking. I want my hands in everything. Somebody said a horse farm is an investment like a boat is. Somebody said, what you got going on today, BG? Horse farms. Just a whole horse farm. And a new pet snake named Leviathan. Somebody said boat means break out another 1,000. Yeah, I don't know the first thing about boats. I am somewhat familiar with the engines, but I don't know shit about boats. But there has to be a purpose for a boat. Like some people you see just driving slow as fuck in the left lane, pulling a boat, and it's like they're old as fuck and they just go out there because they're retired. That's great. But I would have to have some type of business on the water. Like, I don't want a boat just to have a fucking boat, or just to say I have a boat, or just to join a boat club. It's like, what business do I have owning a boat? It's like, why do I want a boat? You know? It'll be a great investment to get a boat if I want to ship my wood chunks personally from this shore to that shore. Like how Virginia and Maryland is right here, but separated by a body of water. And I'll be like, oh yeah, meet me in Fort Washington. And I just pull, they gonna be like, where? I'll be like, yeah, right there. And I just pull up on a boat with like a hull full of cherry wood chunks. I don't fucking know. I don't need no fucking boat. Somebody said BG could ship chips to France in his boat. What the fuck I look like? Boating my way to France. Oh, fuck no. Hell no. Somebody say you check out Earth ships yet? I haven't. I said Mark Twain channel live stream while towboating on the Mississippi. Yeah, unless I was like commercial fishing. Damn, somebody got into an accident. But yeah, if I was just like selling fish or something like that, that'd be great. Excuse me. But yeah, I ain't, man, I'm not even talking about shit today. I don't have nothing to talk about. There's been some like little bullshit in the news to pop up that got everybody all uptight and wanting to talk about it and be like, we're distracted from this because we're not talking about this. But it's like, I don't want to talk about none of that shit. Like, I'm over here babysitting a pet snake. Like, I'm good on that. But yeah, I like rather be repairing something. Matter of fact, I need to change the oil on the Gator. Matter of fact, when I got the Gator, that's one of the first things I did was change the transmission fluid. And because it has the wet brake system, it didn't groan and cry out in pain when I hit the brakes anymore. You know, when you hit the brake, that so I drained the transmission fluid and I refilled it. It's just as quiet and smooth when I brake in the Gator. Something smooth, I'm telling you. Shout out to the wet brakes. That shit costs a lot of money if you gotta replace them though. Like, just to get the pack of new, you gotta crack open the transaxle, the transmission, and do extra shit in there. Your hands gotta go like this and do some shit. Grease up the gorilla cart. Jewish transmission garage out. Have I missed the truthing section? Hell no. Somebody said I want to see this snake. The snake right there. Everybody saw it. So the gator ate a seal. No, I don't think the previous owner, like, he either had the fluid changed and didn't put enough in there. But all I did was went to Walmart. All I did was go to Walmart and get some tractor, what's that shit called? Some tractor fluid. It's like hydraulic and tractor fluid. It is fucking weird. I got a lot of that shit in the shed. I also got the official John Deere shit for it too. The turf guard, along with a bunch of oil filters and whatnot. That's what I was doing while everybody was freaking out about coronavirus shutting shit down. People were going out buying toilet paper. I was out there buying oil filters. Because people talk about supply chain. Hey, get the supply chain. They can't wipe our ass. I'm like, shit, you ain't going to be able to. They stopped shipping them oil filters. You ain't going to be able to go nowhere. Oil and oil filters. Bro, I've done a lot on that damn truck, and still to this day, the hardest thing I've done in a while mechanically was replace that fucking Pitman arm. Honestly, I should go get I kept it. You know how like the predator keeps the skulls of his prey? Yeah, I do that. Like I should go get the fucking Pitman arm. Like, that shit was impossible. That was an impossible situation. Like, that shit was spiritually frustrating. Replacing the Pitman arm. And that shit led to me replacing the whole steering gear. Because I couldn't get the fucking Pitman off I couldn't get it off the steering gear output shaft. I cut into it. I got an angle grinder. I did all that shit. I went through like 3 pullers. Name brand pullers too, not that cheap AutoZone bullshit. Like 3 pullers, and you can't just go get a cheap puller neither, because the jaws have to be wide enough to fit over that truck's Pitman arm. Like, you can't just go get some cheap bullshit. Man, that shit was insane. That shit was an intense moment in my life. That shit was wild. That shit was harder than the fucking lower control arms, because when you do the lower control arms on that truck, you got to deal with the torsion bars, and the torsion bars, them shits did not want to come out the torsion bar bracket. So I just had to think on my head, and I was hitting that shit with heat from out the lower control arms, and I was hanging on the pry bar and pulling the lower control arm just far enough that I could sit there and bang it forward and out of the other end of the torsion bar and just slide it right on out towards the front of the vehicle. Because everybody else I was looking at trying to do the same job, they aged overnight. They was like, man, I can't get it. You had one guy with an air hammer just working at the back of the torsion bar like, it won't fucking move. Like, that shit was a whole movie out here. So I was like, shit, I'ma just do the opposite of what everybody else is trying to do and come at it from the opposite end, which I didn't see nobody do, and that was the easiest thing to do. Like, it came right out. Soon as I stopped focusing on the midsection part and went to the front right there by the control arm and just banging it out and using the pry bar to get leverage on that lower control arm and have it drop down far enough just to clear the chassis on the front. That shit was butters. Nothing but net. I banged it out. Pow! Boom! That shit came with a boom! I was like, got one. One on the other side, did the other one. Pow! Boom! That shit was wild. That shit was on some Emerald Lagasse shit. That shit snapped and pop its way up out that joint. That's why if I had to do it now, like if I had to replace my torsion bar keys, that shit's gonna be a pain in the ass, because I didn't do it when I did the arms and to remove it, because I didn't have to remove the bars at all. So I still have that over my head. But man, shit, I just replace all that. Somebody said, how did it go later, Faye? Not everyone's smart like you, BG. Man, I know half of y'all in here don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm supposed to be talking about truth or shit, and people are hearing me talk about torsion bars or the fucking torsion bar suspension truck. Like one day, one of y'all gonna have to do that shit one day. Y'all gonna be sweating, cussing, fussing, aging overnight. You gonna look back at me like, damn, Barricade or BG was right. This is bullshit. I don't think I got a big enough hammer. You need a big hammer. If you think you got a big hammer, go get a bigger one. Go get a sledge. Yo, I'm telling you this right. This goes for everything. You don't have a big enough hammer. I don't give a fuck what it is you want to do. Yeah, go. Somebody said leaf spring's bad too. Oh, leaf spring, that shit easy. That's nothing. Unless your shit like severely rusted and you round off the bolt head, or you strip something, or you break a bolt like going into the frame, yeah, then you're fucked. But just the concept of replacing a leaf spring, that shit easy. Somebody said ball joints suck. The type of ball joints that suck the most are the ones that are directly in the axle. Like my truck has independent front suspension, so that's one thing that I didn't have to deal with. Like you could just, like what I did was I replaced the whole A arm, and that came with the bushings already pre-installed and the ball joint. It's like an A. It's like doing one of these. Ball joint already on there. That Dana, the ball joints on those Dana axles, yeah, this shit a pain in the ass. Especially if you don't got right equipment. Like I went up to AutoZone one day, and there was a guy trying to do ball joints on a Cherokee with a C clamp. The shit you use to compress the brake caliper piston with. I'm like, damn, cuz like, I almost stuck around to see. I'm like, shit, how the fuck you gonna do that? Nigga, you a magician if you gonna get that to work. You need an actual ball joint press. That little C-clamp ain't gonna get it. Somebody said Nissan so crappy, you better off buying a whole new control arm with the ball joint in it. Nah, I'll bang a ball joint out of the but a lot of them have rivets on them. Like you got to take an angle grinder to it and do extra shit. Like at that point, you might as well get an aftermarket control arm assembly. And usually the aftermarket assemblies, they'll come with bolts in the control arm, like 3 bolts keeping the ball joint in place. That way, if you want to get and replace the ball joints, all you got to do is get the ball joints. You know, instead of like taking out the angle grinder and. But yeah, I took an angle. I should bring out my Pitman arm and my angle grinder. Y'all want to see my angle grinder? I know I'm supposed to talk about something else. I got an angle grinder. I got some shitter cutoff tools. Like, yo, as a mechanic, you need a lot of cutoff. I got a lot of cutoff tools. A lot. I got a lot. I don't think y'all understand how many tools. Bro, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't, bro, I got a lot of Control-Alt-Delete tools. Like when shit don't work, when things don't work out and you need to Control-Alt-Delete something that you're working on, yeah, I got it. I got that. Like if you don't give a fuck about deforming it or how it comes out, I got that. I got pipe cutters, all types of shit. Because people be replacing brake lines and they be trying to get it out. I'm like, you got a new one, right? They be like, yeah. Like, shit, we gonna cut this one out then. I'm not gonna spend an hour trying to figure out how to orient it so it comes out the chassis, you know, when we got the new one ready to go in. Like, nah, we cutting this out. We taking it out in pieces. Like, we taking it out in pieces. Sawzall go, bro. I got the Sawzall. I don't have an oxyacetylene torch. I didn't have a need for it, though. Like, I never needed one. And we always had one at the shop. So I never felt the need to just go get one. You know, and a lot of the things I was doing on a mobile-related tip, I never had a need for oxyacetylene. That's just ultimate damage right there. Now, for welders or fabricators, yeah, but not for what I needed it for. Everything I can get loose with MAP gas. I take the MAP gas torch to it. That's in the yellow can. And not the propane, not the shit in the blue can. The torch with the yellow bottle on it, the MAP. And that was enough. Either that, some PB blaster, and the impact wrench. That's it. And if that couldn't take care of it, then that shit needed to be cut out. Straight up. You had to cut it out. If you couldn't do it with those things, the MAP, the impact wrench, and some PB blaster or transmission fluid. Like, transmission fluid is a hell of a lubricant. Like, that shit's great for loosening up threads and just letting it sit on there. Like, if you got something to do and you got some real stubborn fasteners or bolts, you just take you a little like the turkey baster thing, get you some transmission fluid and just pss, 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 and come back the next day, should be loose as a goose. And if that don't do it, then yeah, it needs to be cut out. Yeah, on some surgeon, on some doctor shit. Doctors, that's all they do. And then when shit don't work out, they be like, we tried it, but now we just gotta cut off the whole leg. They be like, what? You know, you go see the doctor and you like, yo, how come my toe is turning black? And they like, well, we gonna give you this medicine. You go back 2 weeks later and you like, the blackness done spread. Like, this shit, like everything. I look like a prune. My shit shriveling. They gonna like, we gotta cut it off. We gotta cut it. They cut off shit that don't got shit to do with nothing. Like, it's people walking around right now with no leg because one toe. The pinky toe. Your pinky toe was smashed. Doctors and mechanics have a lot in common. They don't waste time on shit. They like, we cutting it out. They like, yo, yo, that's fucked up. I know, but you know, what they do? Your pinky toe be smashed up. Doctors will be like, we gotta take the whole leg. Yeah, the whole leg. We gotta cut it. There's no other way. You'll have some shit going on with this bitch right here. They go to the doctor, they'll be like, we gotta take everything up to the elbow. Be like, what? I just got a little baby infection right here for some reason. They're like, we gotta take the whole arm now because you want to argue about it. Anyway, I got some shit of cut-off tools. Somebody said they cut my cousin leg from the knee down just yesterday. Damn, that's fucked up. I ain't even mean to take. That's some shit a mechanic would do though. I would do that, you know. I'm not wasting time. Like, people be doing lift kits and they be struggling with like fasteners and rust and shit that just don't want to move and be stubborn. I'm like, yo, I'm breaking out the cutoff wheels. I'm like, yo, we cut it out. They're like, hold on, let me give me a couple days and let's see if the transmission fluid, the PP blaster does its job first. I'm like, all right, but if it ain't looking better by tomorrow, we cutting it. We cutting the whole thing. He said that what I seen Matt from Bleeping Jeep do when he put the lift kit on the XJ. He's sitting there, he put a long arm lift kit on the XJ, and the control arm brackets that are welded to the frame. He's sitting there with like a little baby Sawzall trying to. I'm like, cuz, if you don't pull out the angle grinder, that shit do go through wheels. Now he got a plasma cutter. See, now I want a plasma cutter. Like that would be, I get a plasma cutter before I get a welding anything. I cut shit out. People like, yo, like I don't put it together. I destroy. I don't rebuild. I'm a destroyer. The fucking plasma cutter is the shit. You alright, Leviathan? You good? Alright, you good. You got it. I don't even know what Leviathan is. I don't know what kind of snake it is. All I know is I'm gonna feed him, get him situated, give him crickets and shit every night, little spider crickets. The little camel crickets. He won't get big. I'm gonna let him loose. And then every year, y'all gonna see him come back and eat Cocoa Puffs out my hand. Like that one dude who's on YouTube all over the fucking place, the deer whisperer. How he just got deer, just a buck walked up to him and started eating carrots out of his hand. He's like this with a carrot in a buck. He's like, you hungry, buddy? You let him loose and then he turns out like a stray cat. How stray cats just be at your door every morning so they can get a free meal. Cause you keep feeding them. That's how the snake, that's how I'm be with Leviathan. Leviathan gonna be at the front door every morning, just big as fuck. Just like, I'm ready for my meal. That shit'll freak the wife out. I can hear her now, just an earth-shattering scream. This nigga Leviathan got a neck like a pit bull. See, she looking at me through the window right now. I'm joking. I'm not gonna have to. Like Leviathan, good. He the homie. He good. Like he good. He gonna be coming back. He gonna be at the door. I'm ready for my meal. He gonna have him my pet snake Leviathan gonna have a Michaela Peterson voice. Hello, Daddy. I'm ready for my meal. Oh, Daddy. I'm so hungry today, Daddy. Somebody said, you want to feed deer by hand? I got a lot of them. They come running when I whistle. That shit crazy because this is one dude, I was watching his shorts on YouTube. He just does like he did like this with like a carrot. I didn't even know deers can eat carrots. Well, of course they fucking can. They be punishing my peanuts. But the deer was just crushing the carrot. He came out of nowhere like, yo, you got carrots, son? Nigga, it was say less. I was like, damn. and then a doe walked in the garage and was like, I'm looking for Hank. Is that Hank? Are you? Oh, carrots. The human has carrots and it's feeding us carrots, Hank. And Hank's all like, I know. Just be cool. Just be cool. We're gonna get these carrots. This nigga has carrots. Somebody said can't quite pet our deer, but they do get close. I don't know. There's nothing worse than like a skittish deer. So I remember that one video that was, y'all remember that one video that was circulating on YouTube? Had like 8 million views. And that one hunter, like he got his ass beat by a deer. And the deer was like giving him hand, like the deer had hands. Like no bullshit. It wasn't like a deer just like, cram. Nah, the deer didn't antler him. Nah, the deer got up on his hind legs. It was like, and the hunter, he dropped his gun. I'm looking like, damn, 2 feet. Yo, the deer had the hands. He was, and that shit was epic. It was it's like, damn, cuz that shit was wild. Like you know, you don't want to get that close to a deer like that. That shit'll punch the fuck out you. It'll hoof you. Nobody give a fuck about a Dwayne Haskins. Twitter still sending me notifications about Matt Walsh. Yeah, I don't care about that. Somebody said hidden epidemic. Oh, what? What you talking about? It's a bioengineered set of pathogens. It's a mix of fungal spores, bacteria, and protozoa from ticks. Lyme disease isn't a virus. Oh, you talking about? I'm like tracing the comment all the way back up to its point of origin. Lyme disease is a bigger threat than COVID. Oh yeah, it's just been he's what are y'all talking about? Somebody said those Daily Wire dudes are all dorks who think those Daily Wire dudes are all dorks who think they're the most alpha males ever because they smoke cigars. It's fucking alpha male. They're talking germ theory now. Oh my god. Here you niggas go. Here these niggas go. That what the fuck? That where you going with that, Ben? Ben tweaking about Lyme disease right there. Like, Lyme disease is the bigger threat than coronavirus. Like, man, oh my niggas get bit by a tick. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man. Yeah, I'm talking about snakes. I got a new pet Leviathan, and maybe I should give him some camera time. Leviathan, they on that bull, they tweaking Leviathan. What you got? You got anything to say about this? Because my snake isn't a truther. It just wants to survive. Fucking doesn't care. Damn it, Leviathan. The people want to know what you have to say about anything going on. They tweaking. They're tweaking. They're doing a little bit of tweaking. Somebody said BG traded on a snake. Leviathan, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Don't be scared. We're gonna be best friends. What'd he say on Fox and the Hound? Best friends forever, Todd. Oh, it's trying to get away. It's trying to get away. I just want a playmate, eh? I just want a playmate. Leviathan, the people asking you questions. The people want to know, about germ theory. Leviathan. They want to know about germ theory. All right. He said, "Fuck each and every last one of y'all." BG is trading on Mr. Snack. Yeah, I don't care about Lyme disease right now. It's just, people get sick, people die. That's just the way of the world. I'm over it. I do have some. The fuck is over there taking a bath? Fucking Robins taking the loudest bath ever. It's just a pair of Robins taking the loudest bath ever. Yeah, I got some wood that I don't know exactly what the fuck it is. So I'm just in my mind, that's more important than what the fuck people want to talk about right now. I don't even know. Somebody said, "Is there a reason you called him Leviathan?" I mean, it got biblical at first. What do you want me to call him? Morning Star? Lucifer? Satan? I call him Leviathan. I mean, of course, Lucifer wasn't none of those things, but he was an angel. He was a being created by the Creator. Like Lucifer was a creation. So were the beings and entities people call angels. Angel from the scriptures, it only means messenger. Like it has nothing to do with an entity of light and more. It just means messenger. Like everywhere said the angel of the Lord appeared. This is the messenger. It comes from Malachi. Malachi literally means my messenger. Like if you carrying out a divine message and you bringing it to people, or you're an angel. I mean, somebody said don't be the church snake guy. What you think about that? Somebody told me don't be the church snake guy. You're right. I gotta keep an eye out for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are savages. They'll get them. Yeah, I don't want to get into it though, but yeah, it's just Leviathan, and because he's tiny, and Leviathans are supposed to be like huge creatures. It just tickles me. It's like calling a fat guy tiny, Somebody said the owls at night will get him. He'll be alright. He's going in the shed with a couple crickets. He'll be alright. Somebody said, I'm thinking Percy. That's just a funny name. That's a funny name. And I don't know no females named Percy. I know 2 dudes named Percy though. Like OG Percy and Percy Miller, aka Master P. Like I've never met a woman named Percy, but we think that's a female name. I have met a guy named Courtney though. That shit was wild. Like this nigga's name was Courtney. You ever meet a guy named Courtney? You like, yeah, what's your name? No, he's like Courtney. My name Courtney. Like, what, nigga? This? I asked for your name, not your wife's name. My name Courtney. Like, damn, who the fuck named him that? Who the fuck named him that? Nah, I'm just out here bullshitting though. Like, I'm done for the day. Like, unless y'all want to start an offensive topic or something, like, I'm down for that, but burning all this bullshit wood. Yo, a couple people was in here. A couple people used to watch me that were like from Assateague. Matter of fact, I had like this one couple from Assateague, Maryland. They used to watch me. Are you guys still in here? Like that? Yeah, I'll come out there and help you guys out. Like, I'll move to Assateague. I like Assateague. Yo, get down. Get down. I gotta reprimand them. Alright, what we got here? Some old ass chicken. Yep. Right in the compost. UFOs are real and they don't give a fuck about us ugly bags of water. Abortion is not an issue under anarchy. Guys, I'm just reading random comments. I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what's going on. They like the part where the hooker gives the money back. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on. No more masks on planes, but here in Canada, we still can't even travel. Yeah, I heard about this shit. People got excited about the what is the dude, the people from Florida that overturned it. Like, everybody was excited, and me not wanting to be a Debbie Downer. I didn't even mention how, yeah, it's like fucking 3 years after the fact, but you know, like, have your fucking cake. Like, who gives a fuck about it? Wasn't nobody listening to that shit, no way. And now all y'all favorite content creators that was traveling and taking selfies on the plane with the mask on and complaining about having to wear a mask to travel, now they can go around and travel without a mask and take a selfie and be like, look, I'm on a plane with no mask. Freedom. You know. Like, nobody wants to stand up while the heat is on, but everybody want to pop their head out the hole and act like they've been about it since day one when shit starts getting relaxed. And then they tighten right back up, and then people start doing the same shit all over again. That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean. You know how many people I seen, and I was looking at a lot of y'all heroes. They was like, oh, we don't wear masks, and then the next thing you see them on a plane taking a selfie, and they got a mask on, and they're like, well, I gotta wear a mask to get on a plane. And it was like, you said you don't wear a mask. That's not what you do. And now here you are on a plane wearing a mask because you gotta get the bag. You know, you gotta make your appointments. Like this your job. And it, you know, that shit crazy. It be people that tell other people that if your job tells you to wear a mask, you shouldn't work there, but then they on a plane wearing a mask. Like people don't give a fuck about any of that shit. People just like being told what they want to hear. Like I've learned that about people. That's why none of this shit excites me. Because people gonna hear what they want to hear, and they gonna make out of it what they want to make out of it. That's everything. Like people gonna make a big deal out of shit that's a small deal, and shit that's small they gonna make seem big. It just depends on what their perception is. Like everybody wants everybody wants somebody to be a hero. They don't care if that person actually does hero things. Like if they are approved for hero worship, then they put the hero status on them. So your hero could be somebody that's fighting mask mandates but wearing masks. Your hero could be somebody it's like against vaccine mandates but is like fully vaccinated and boosted. Like people, yeah, like people suck, you know? Like there's no reason to go through life trying to appease people. Like I don't understand the doormat situation. Like you got people that are just doormats. You got people that are actually people pleasers. And this is why they don't have no standards in life. This is why they just go away with the wind and they follow whatever narrative or whatever ideal or ideology that their friends have. Like they just, like this is what y'all call echo chambers. A lot of people say, oh, look what the left do. Man, everybody does that shit. Like people, y'all fucking suck. Like y'all suck. Like there's no way around it. This is why I don't, this is why when I say I don't care what people think, I really don't. Because I know people's opinions don't really matter. Because the same people that'll criticize you, they'll put a whole pedophile on a pedestal just because that pedophile says something they agree with. They'll be like, look at him, he's brave. He's standing up for our rights and for our freedoms. Whole time he fucking boys. And everybody's like, oh, you know, but what are you doing for the cause? You know? And then these be the people that want to criticize you and shit. That's why I tell people, man, I don't give a fuck about none of them comments. Like people will comment. Like I see a lot of y'all in here now. Y'all go back and forth with people like a bunch of bitches. Going back and forth with people. You're not changing nobody's mind. You know, and it's like, but for the people that actually do want to change up and they want their image to be what other people want them to be, that's for y'all. Like, yeah. Not only are you a bitch, but it's like, why? Because the same people you look up to and you want to change your appearance for, and you want to change your ideas and morals for, the same people that'll throw you out the fucking window for a pedophile or anybody else talking good shit. Anybody else saying what they want to hear. Like right now, everybody's on this freedom shit. Everybody is on this Constitution, freedom loving shit like I've never seen before, ever. Like for some people talking about this shit, this is their first time it's ever been in their vocabulary. So if you want to get in and you want to fit in, that's all you got to do. And then once you get in, you can start fucking shit up. You can just start corrupting shit, and they'll let it happen. They don't give a fuck. All you gotta do is spit that freedom shit every now and then. All you gotta do is make it appear as if you're gonna do something valuable for them. It's no different than Elon Musk. It's like the same nigga pushing that electric vehicle shit. And then you point that out, and people tell you, but he's saying we shouldn't let go of gas. And I'm like, he's saying that, but y'all don't watch how people move. You're not watching what people do. You just listen to what people say. It's the good billionaire Elon Musk, bad billionaire, Bill Gates. You know, it's no different. You know, just it's the same. Man, yo, people wild, son. People, man. I don't. That's why it ain't even no point to talk about it. People just people. People are gonna people. Me talking about it isn't gonna stop people from peopling. People are just going people. That's what people been doing since people's times past. That's people. So there's nothing to say about it. I mean, I could start a channel around it and just, you know, constantly bring that shit up and browbeat people with peopleness and the doctrines of other people that those people are people pleasers to. So those people changed up their image to suit those people who don't give a fuck about them, because those people like pedophiles that say what those people want to hear. You know, you could do that. You could pull one of those numbers. People do it all the time. And you people call it grifting. But those people call it getting the bag, getting the check, getting money, having a successful YouTube channel. You know, but then you got the other people that realize people ain't that. You only got a few people that are actually worth their own salt. So it's like they just like those people actively stay away from what they see other people doing en masse. But then those people en masse say we are individuals, and then those people heap to themselves a doctrine of freedom that those people have given to them, when those people don't even have a concept of freedom to begin with. So now those people, their freedom begins to look like slavery, and then you have those people over there that don't give a fuck about freedom at all, who those people think they're beefing with, and those people think they're beefing with those people. And the whole time these people are over here laughing. And my people are somewhere building shit. I don't fucking know. It's like, fuck people. Somebody said, BG, are you bipolar? There's a strong argument for that. There's a strong argument for that. I don't even know if I even believe in bipolar. I think that's just some fruity shit that some fruity people made up just to make more money for other people. I think like, what the fuck is that? When the fuck did bipolar start becoming a whole thing? When the fuck did bipolar start? The more words people learn, the more bullshit people heap to themselves and then blame it on other people. Like, I was watching this YouTube documentary on Vlad the Impaler and Dracula, and you could easily say that nigga was bipolar, but nobody, you know, it wasn't a word, it wasn't a thing. Like, people make shit up and put it on other people just to make other people more money for other people. And then those people complain about those people when those people are really the fucking problem. I'm like, yo, Vlad the Impaler was a whole bipolar autistic kid out here in these streets. But nobody said that. Nobody said that. Cause why? Because there was no money to be gained by people being bipolar. But now people have a financial interest in people being bipolar, so they can sell those people medications. They don't even sell it to those people. They sell it to those people's people, who then buy this shit from other people. And then these people back those people and say those are trusted officials. And those people believe it. It's bullshit. It's no different than ADHD. Like that one guy, he was like, I smoke weed to control my ADHD. I'm like, you're just fucking retarded at that point. Like, you don't have, like, listen. They thought I had ADHD. I didn't. I got disciplined. I thought I had ADHD too. I was like, I'm hyperactive. That's why I talk over the teacher in school. Shit. My father was like, nah. That was after them people tried to put me on that bullshit medicine and succeeded. And the nigga was down and out on that fucking Ritalin shit. And then my people told them people, like, man, this shit fucking him up. He don't even need this shit. And then those people wrote up a little document and sent it up north to some other people who tried to enforce the issue. I didn't have that shit. And if you do think you have ADHD because it's some new shit that other people have invented to diagnose people and have other people paying for medication that people don't even need, all you need to do is fucking work. It's like that one person in the live chat, he was like, my people had me outside digging holes. Like, what ADHD? You know how much work you can get done around a house, a homestead, a farm, anywhere, any community with ADHD children? But then you go to some people who say these people are approved to give these people medicine to push on your people, and it sedates them kind of, and now they don't want to do shit but play video games and look retarded and appear to be vaccine injured. You know, but before all that ADHD and all that, those other terms came out, people weren't saying people have ADHD. People were saying, yo, he's a hard worker. Because people gave other people tasks. Now no one's giving people tasks. People perform better when they have a task at hand. People perform better when they have a purpose. People perform better when they see a finish line. They have a goal, they set it, finish line right there, done, knocked it out, next. Now you got people being born into a world with no purpose. They don't know the purpose. They don't know who they are. They're like, oh, I'm just here, nigga. And then people be like, oh, ADHD. And they be like, nah, I'm like hyperactive, but not like need to be put on Ritalin hyperactive. And they're like, you know, you could be, you know, putting up fences for somebody or something. You know, you can wrangle coyotes. Like, people can actually wrangle coyotes, but people don't want to have people doing real work. People want people to look at digital numbers on a screen and focus on Bitcoin for other people's financial freedom that those people don't even fucking understand. And when those people aren't engaged in the metaverse, those people say, oh, you have this, and then those people get the approval to give your people medication. That's people. That's people. Somebody said Ritalin just meth. Almost. Ritalin is nothing like meth. From what I've seen, the behavior of people on meth is. Ritalin slows down your whole world. Ritalin fucks you. Somebody said it is meth. Well, it has. I know a lot of meth heads, and you see them. I've never done meth, so I don't know. I don't really know nobody who was on meth. But the shit I see on TV, which could be wrong, it has meth heads acting like crackheads. Doing crackhead shit. Like, that should give you a burst of energy and keep you working. Yeah, Ritalin does the opposite. Ritalin is a downer. Ritalin, it feels like you are high off weed and you can't move. Like, the weed is too strong and you can't move and you just stuck looking at something. And people be like, oh, he's paying attention in class. And then you think to yourself, that's because I can't do nothing else. Like, I'm in the zone. Like, it feels like you have on blinders. Like a horse at a race got on blinders. It feel like you got on blinders, and it feel like your eyes are sunken into your head, and you're just, and all your friends talking about, yo, you come outside and play. You should come outside, and you just, and then your people put a plate of food in front of you, like, you hungry, and you just, I'm not even hungry. You can't eat. You can't do none of that shit. You can't jump. You can't bounce. You can't run. You can't skate. Somebody said Black Rifle Coffee is methamphetamine. There's a strong argument for that. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. That's y'all area expertise. I don't know nothing about drugs in general, except weed and the dipper. That's it. The dipper, sure. That's it. That's all I've ever done in life. And alcohol. Now, I only hit like 2 sticks in my life, and I was done. That shit is wild. That shit is a hot bread. There's people who consistently hit sticks. Like, they gotta dip their cigarettes to smoke. I'm like, yo, you on one. Ben said, I only know about naturopathic herbal medicine. All right, you got that, Ben. I'm not taking nothing from you, Ben. Like, you got the juice, you got respect, you got all that shit, Ben. Like, you good, Ben. Like, you in good hands right now, Ben. Like, there's no need for you to feel like you have to, you know, puff your chest out, highlighting my shit in orange, and broadcasting your shit. Like, you calm, like, you in good hands. Ain't nobody gonna take your lunch tray. Like, ain't nobody gonna take your lunch tray here. Like you in good hands. You know, you good. We got, man, come here. Come here, man. Big hugs. Hey, Ben, big hugs, man. Big hugs. Just calm down. Ain't nobody, I'm not going to take your boiled egg breakfast tray. All right? Damn. I'm going to let you keep your taco salad tray, too. You can have all that. I don't want that. I don't want nothing from you. Like, you good? You don't have to, like, you don't have to do all that here. Like, we're with you. We hear you. No, I'm not. There's vaccine injured. Ben said, no, I'm not. There's vaccine injured people that I need to send stuff to. Of course. And all right. I mean, if you want a task, I could send you to Autism Acres. There's a lot of people there you could wake up. There's a lot of vaccine injured people there just concentrated in one area that you could like work your magic on. Somebody said, I have a helping of taco salad. You can keep that. Send them this PDF. Oh my goodness. Everyone I hear takes modafinil. Later says, man, I had no idea how lazy I was. Modafinil. Astronomics, I've never even heard of that. That's some new shit. I don't even know nothing. I've never heard of modafinil at all. Mexican pizza is coming back to Taco Bell. They can have that shit. Y'all know about drug. There's a lot of junkies in here too. There's a lot of junkies. There's a lot of current junkies and ex-junkies in the live chat on the low for the people that's just listening and not looking at the live chat. Like my live chat is lit with all types of fentanyl heads, crack heads, meth head. Everybody knows about meth here for some fucking reason. I got people naming new shit that Johnson & Johnson hasn't even come out with yet. I got people in the live chat naming the next designer drug that hasn't even hit the market yet. Type of shit y'all on. Get y'all shit together. It was like, yeah, but you may have hit a stick or two, but you never had that model of phenolin in them. Yeah, that shit model of phenolin in them. Meth heads are very special people. I've never observed a meth head in real life to be able to say that. Like, it's just certain things that just don't. And then it's like meth is in everything. So it's like, it's not even meth. You got to specify like the shit that Jordan Peterson was doing, or like, you know, the shit that the guys and folks in them in the trailer park be doing. Like the over the counter shit, like you got to. Jordan Peterson and Blue. I sent BG some pics of Autism Acres. Maybe he'll post them in the community tab one day. Maybe it's possible. I better see people working. I need to see retarded people tilling the soil. Like, they're not just there to get like help and treatment and all that other weird shit. No, we're actively performing tasks. Like, we're getting ready for the societal collapse. Like, we got them out there farming right now, just all the retarded people, just until we can replace them with our enemies and opposition. Like, the retarded people are going to have to be out there slaving away. It's somebody with autistic kids to send their kid to Autism Acres. I didn't know that's what the fuck was going on out there. I thought I sent my kid over there with a couple coloring books. Nah, your kid doing manual labor. But I sent Keith out there. Keith is doing drywall right now. Don't worry, he loves it. Now, you have all types of autistic people. Y'all just keep them cooped up in the fucking room on the computer. Autistic people shine when they working hard. Like, they know how to do all that, plumbing, everything. Like, they're good at it. They excel. Like, you might join my zombie apocalypse group, and I may have somebody who's official at electrically wiring some shit, and he's autistic as fuck though. Like, that's all he could do, but he's good at what he does. Like, he likes doing the same thing every fucking day. He's good at like patterns and shit. Like, he doesn't want to stray from routine, or he'll freak out and might kill a couple people, but as long as you have him like playing with wires and shit, he good. Meth head drummer in a punk rock band is useful. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen drummers. Like, all the drummers I played with in all of my bands were on one. Like, you had to be on one. To constantly play drums for like a 10-minute set. And go-go too. Like, we had people losing weight. Like, just, that shit was a whole workout. That shit was a workout. Somebody said heart pain after 4th Pfizer dose every time. Oh, the people taking vaccines, let them have it. The people that took the fourth one, you want it. That's on them. You want it. I've never met somebody requesting a 4th dose of anything. It's like, if you take it that far and you want it, like, ain't no wake up calls over here. I don't do wake up calls no more. There ain't no more wake up calls. People are like, we gotta wake them up. Like, nah, man, that's, at that point, this is divine. Like, this is what's supposed to happen. Ain't no wake up. That is the wake-up call for you to start getting your shit ready. That's why I got Autism Acres jumping right now. Yeah, I already got them out there building infrastructure. Somebody said, I still find it hilarious that people took those giant Q-tips to the brain voluntarily. Yeah, and then you'll have those same type of people when it's no longer, like, it was voluntary, but they may have made you feel like it was mandatory. And then you'll have those same people when that mandatory feeling is gone, they'll come up and have the most to say about it, like they was about it from day one. And I see a lot of y'all favorite people on Instagram doing that shit right now. Like, can you believe it? These fucking, the airlines dropped these mandates. Fuck those vaccine mandates. Whole time they got pictures on their line, just taking pictures and selfies with other people wearing a mask, doing shows, doing mask-only shows, vaccine-only shows, and speaking engagements. Like Officer Tatum. Just to give an example. Just as an example. Nigga had all that shit to say about masks, and then he's sitting there, mask all on, mask the fuck up. But and then people excuse bullshit behavior because they're like, he has to make money. And then these same people want to call other people shills for trying to make their money and shilling products. And then you want to get mad at your government for selling out. Why you don't use that excuse for your government then if they just trying to make money? They just trying to make money. That's why Nancy Pelosi is worth more now than when she went the fuck in. They just trying to make money. And people be bitching about insider trading. They're just trying to make money. Yeah. Nah, keep that same fucking energy. Like, the same standard you hold them people to, you should hold these other basic ass YouTubers and Instagram and other bullshit ass influencers too. How the fuck y'all got two different standards for one people? Fucking weirdos. People like, but people excuse Ryan Long doing vaccine only show. He's an immigrant. He's just trying to make his money. He's just trying to, well, Pfizer's just trying to make their money too, nigga. But that's love. Well, what's love got to do with it? That shit ain't even had nothing to do with nothing. I just felt like saying, well, what's love got to do with it then? People be like, he's trying to make his money as an immigrant. He came down here from Canada to New York. He can't make his money. That's what they say. Oh, so you expect him to not make money? It's like, damn, that nigga will survive. You tell that shit to your government. Tell that shit to Pfizer. You expect Pfizer to not make money? Would you expect them to push a product and not try to lobby? And not try to get the government on board? How fucking dare you at that point? They're just trying to make money. Johnson & Johnson is just trying to make money with their little hand they had in the opioid crisis. They're just trying to make money. Capitalism. That's capitalism, right? People say the dumbest shit to excuse the weirdest behavior ever just because it's somebody they like. Like, nah, son, if you gonna talk that against vaccine bullshit and that anti-mask mandate shit, then live by that shit. If you got shows and you got venues that want you to come out and you got speaking engagements that want you to come out and you have to wear a mask at any point in your journey to get to and fro, you should automatically be turning that shit down. Y'all should put the standard on people to be the same way all across the board. Ain't no favoritism. Ain't no fucking favoritism. But y'all like favoritism. Y'all be like, nah, he's cool because he's on my side. Nah, that person is clearly on the other side. And yeah, that person is clearly on the other side. And y'all sit here and pick. That's why no one take. This is people. This is why I don't take people seriously. Because people full of shit. Bro, I'd be a damn fool to live my life how other people want me to live my life. And people. And you see the way people be judging people using different standards based on whether or not those people are something or some people that other people like or that they themselves don't like but other people do like. And those people want to fit in with other people. It's people. It's the circle of people-tude. It's the circle of peopleness. I haven't named it yet, but it's some people shit to do. It's just a bunch of people get together and create a standard for this group of people, but then excuse these people over here for doing the same shit they accuse and reprimand these people for doing. They let these people get away with it because these people, some of these people in this groups of people like, and even though these people don't like him directly, other people they know do like them, but these people over here, and then they attach, don't let people get to attaching titles to shit. Then people really act like people. People get the people and shit. They're like, oh, well, these people are left and these people are right. And now people have made some bullshit barrier between people and standards by which to judge. And they sit here and excuse bullshit based on a title that somebody has. They be like, these people. That's why I said, yo, in my zombie apocalypse group, no titles. Clearly, I am going to be the leader. But that's something that doesn't have to be said or reiterated. The minute you have to say you are the leader, you've already fucking lost. Like, it's no different than a relationship, you know? The minute a guy in a relationship has to constantly saying, I'm an alpha male. I'm the man. I'm the man of the house. I do this. I'm the man. You treat me as the man. Bro, you're so not the man at that point. You're so not the... Like, she just listens and be like, I'm the man. I'm the head of this fucking house. And like, if you got to tell her that, then you're not. It's just something that's given. It's just like I read in the Rockefellers' little report. Not the Rockefellers, but the little learned protocols of the elders of Zion. How those little people were talking about it. It was like, if you assume the air of authority, people soon give it to you. I'm be running shit, but nobody's putting a title on that shit. But the minute you put a title on it, you lost. Like then that's cause for you gonna have in-group preferences and in-group fighting, and then you're gonna have like a whole group. Then you're gonna have a rebellion group. Then you're gonna have like rebels. Now you gotta deal with your own people, and you gotta fend off other zombie apocalypse groups, and then other people that want perceived power over another group, and then people start doing people shit all over again. And people are like, yeah, we need to go ahead and people up. We gotta people up because people over there ain't doing what other people over here feel like other people over there should be doing. And even though we like those people have a title that our people don't fucking have. And because our people don't have that fucking title, and these people got to pay the fucking consequences, we got to get these people up out of there and put our people up in there. Yeah, people up. People up. People start throwing big P's for big people. Big P's. Yeah, people up. People up. Big P's over here. And next thing you know, you got a whole bunch of shit to deal with, all because you wanted titles. All because you wanted to exalt yourself. You couldn't just let shit just be. Then as soon as the minute you have to say you are a leader, you immediately have other men feel as if they are not worthy. You see the division? You see, and it always happens. It always, the minute, especially somebody that has to keep reiterating, I'm the leader of this fucking group. I'm the leader. I'm the leader. I'm the fucking leader. Then you're going to have other men and they're like, damn. Then they're going to be like, well, he thinks he's alpha male. Then you're going to get on some wolf pack shit. Now those people, no one's going to want to cooperate to build. Everybody's going to want to get together to try to take you down, though, just to prove a fucking point. So now you no longer have a zombie apocalypse group full of hardworking men. Now you have a zombie apocalypse group full of men that feel like they have something to prove to you against you. Because people have gotten in their fucking heads because you decided to use the title, and ultimately goes back down to you. And y'all would know this if you bought my fucking book on how to start and maintain a successful zombie apocalypse group. You can purchase that shit right now. Buy that shit right now before I fuck y'all up. Buy my shit. You can go right on down there to Ace Hardware and purchase my book, paperback only. The hardback sold out. Somebody said, how did you confirm you had something that doesn't exist? Oh, this sounds y'all on some other shit. Okay. I'll be party to this. It sounds like somebody got coronavirus. Let me guess. Someone got coronavirus. Somebody's saying in the chat they got coronavirus. And now you're asking them, how did they verify that they had something that doesn't exist? Am I right? Could I be right? Did I just rant while all of that was taking place? Somebody said hardbacks are expensive anyway. Not when you have your people making the hardbacks. Flemish Bear said you are right. Oh goodness. He verified it with a PCR test. With an RT PCR test. You gotta put that RT in there and let people know it's official. Reverse transcript. You can't just PCR. You gotta reverse transcript my shit. The doctor said so. The news said my mama's a nurse. People hit you with that shit. My mama's a nurse. Why the fuck would my mama lie? I was like, well, she does have a financial interest to lie and to keep her job. But, you know, they get money on this shit. I don't know. What else I got? Somebody said he never took one. Oh, he just felt sick then. It was like, oh, this that shit. He wanted to feel a part of something bigger than himself. You know, he wanted to feel like he's a part of something bigger than himself and just be like, oh, oh shit, did that COVID cut? Cause I got that COVID, I'm about to die. I'm about to be in an iron lung. Yeah, my shit about to be in an iron lung right now. Cause I got COVID. It's real. Don't tell me it's not real why I cough. Why the fuck I just cough? Why they iron lung my shit? Yeah. Why I got put in the iron lung? Yeah. Explain that. They want. I need an iron lung. That's how I know that shit was real. This shit true. I'm out of here. I'm not talking about shit. I'm out.